What is an outlier? Standing all alone. A number too big or too small for the zone. Iacocqui formula sheet. You gotta use your mind. First, calculate the IKR. Leave nothing behind. Q3 minus Q1. Get the middle spread. Now multiply by 1.5. Keep it in your head. Lower fence, Q1 minus 1.5 times IKR. Minus 1.5 times IKR. If the number is below this, it's an outlier. Upper fence, Q3 plus 1.5 IKR. If the number is above this, it's an outlier. Set up the fences, look at the data flow. Outside the boundaries is where the outliers go. Let's compare the distributions, look at the spread. An outlier pulls the mean, messing with your head. But the median stays strong, it doesn't really shift. That's why we use the fences to catch the data drift. Calculate the distance, build the walls tight. 1.5 is the magic key to get the answer right. Calculate the IKR. Q3 minus Q1. Multiply the spread times 1.5. Build the lower wall. Subtract from Q1, build the upper wall. Add it to Q. Lower fence, Q1 minus 1.5 times IKR. Minus 1.5 times IKR. If the number is below this, it's an outlier. Upper fence, Q3 plus 1.5 IKR. If the number is above this, it's an outlier. 1.5 times IKR. Build the fence. Check the minimum. Check the maximum.
Welcome guys, we're live. We're doing statistics. We're continuing with statistics. If you're with us yesterday, we touched on the 5-number summary. We drew a box and whisker diagram. We commented on the skewness of the data. Itu, what are we doing for today?
So now for we have the CAPS lesson plan, which is criteria. We do know that it's our document. It says CAPS curriculum outcome, outliers, percentile, and comparing data distribution. So then we are calculating the lower boundary Q1, which is Q1 minus 1.5 multiplied by IQR, and the upper boundary, which is Q3 plus 1.5 multiplied by IQR.
Okay, now guys, we are going to be checking in a set of data. There can be a certain data which is too big for the data or is too small for the data. It means it doesn't fit basically. Now you know, if you've been a learner, you know we always have these learners whereby you'll find that each and every one of us in class has failed the test, and then they will come on and get 100%. So this is what we're going to be talking about. It's an outlier. Usually it affects our mean. So if you are going to be calculating the mean, it's going to be the mean. It's going to either to look big or it's going to look too small. Now, what's the problem with this thing here? Is that we have a certain formula that we use in maths to calculate if something is an outlier. But the issue is that this formula is not provided in the information sheet. And then if you're in grade 10, this is one of the formulas that you're going to have to learn, which you're going to be using. There's another one in grade 11 which asks about standard deviation. They say determine if values are within standard deviation between the mean.
Yeah.
So those are the things that we need to know about. Is the outlier. Determine if a value lies within 1 standard deviation, 2 standard deviation. Now, we're not going to be focusing on the standard deviation. I agree in grade 10. We're simply focusing on outliers.
Yeah.
Now, how do you define an outlier? A learner needs to know something. Let's write it down. For a learner to know if something is an outlier, they need to know what is Q1.
Q1.
Yeah. So we are going to remind them how to calculate Q1 again. And then they need to know something about Q2.
Q2.
Oh, we don't need Q2 basically. Okay, we need Q3.
Q2.
But remember, till now we can't get Q1 and Q2 the way we're doing it. We can't get Q1 and Q3 because we first start by Q2.
Yeah.
Dividing the data then.
So that means finding these two depends on finding Q2.
Yeah. So that is why I included the Q2. Yeah?
Okay.
And then after knowing the Q1 and Q3, you are going to determine what we spoke about yesterday, which is the IQR. If I remember correctly, you told them how do they know Q?
Yeah.
You said they should look at the Q.
Yeah, the Q in the middle.
Yeah, it speaks about quartiles.
Yeah.
What is the formula for this?
The formula for this is Q3
Q3
minus Q1.
minus Q1. Yeah. Now, why do you need this? I explained this yesterday. I said, guys, this we're not just doing it for fun. We're going to use it. In fact, Elena in grade 10 should know this. Once they ask you about interquartile range, chances are they're going to ask you to determine if something's an outlier. Now, how do you determine this outlier? This thing here is going to work in a range thing. It's like we're going to put it in a number line. How does your number line work? That's what we're interested in. So you can put your number line into and say here you have Q1,
yeah, you have Q1,
and then here you have Q3,
and here we have Q3.
Sure. For us to be able to determine if something it's an outlier, we are going to say we have first, if something is Q1, I create this formula. You saw that formula. It says it's Q1 minus 1.5 multiplied by
Q1 minus 1.5 multiplied by IQR.
By the IQR. So this is the formula that we're going to have. So it means good. We need to know what is the Q1.
Yeah.
And then we are going to subtract it from 1 minus 1.5 multiplied by the IQR.
Yep.
That's the first part. Now, this is for us to determine a value which is lower. Everything that is going to fall within this data, it should fall within this range. If it falls outside, then we call it an outlier.
Okay.
So this is for the lower bound, as you said.
Yeah.
Now let's look at the upper bound. The upper boundary has to do with something like this. It says we have Q3 plus.
Okay, the upper is the upper boundary.
Yeah, this one is the upper bound. Lower boundary we're subtracting. Upper boundary we're adding.
We are adding.
So it's Q3 plus 1.5 multiplied by IQR.
1.5 multiplied by IQR.
Sure, yeah. So now that we know this, then we can then check in each and every value. Now let's just take an example. Suppose which I told you which our Q1 is 22. And then our Q3 is 30. Yeah. And then I give you a value. I said let's take the following value, which is 7, and the other one is 120. I want you to tell me if 7 and 120 are the outliers, looking at this following data that I just gave you.
Okay.
Now, what are going to be the step for you to be able to do this? If the data you haven't calculated Q1 and Q2 and Q3, that's where we are going to start.
Yeah.
But I want to just avoid that one for now. Again, I gave you what is Q1. I also gave you Q3. I gave you Q3, not Q2.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is Q3. So Q1, 22. Q3, 8.
Yeah.
Now, you want to check 7 and 120 if they are what? They are outliers. So, number one, you get those Q1 and Q3 if you don't have them. Once you have those, then you can move to step 2. Step 2, you're going to calculate the IQR.
Step 2, we need the IQR.
Sure. So what is going to be IQR?
QR is Q3 minus Q1, by which Q3 is 30 minus 22.
Minus 22, yeah.
By which, according to the maths of Mr. is 8.
It's 8, yeah.
Yeah. The calculator is start.
Sure. So you are downloading.
Yeah, I'm downloading. Packaging the files now.
Okay. So we have IQR, which is 8.
Yeah.
Now we're going to then look for the lower boundary. So we're going to tell them this one is LB. This is the lower boundary.
The lower boundary.
How do you get the lower boundary? You say it's Q1.
Q1, which is 22. Minus 1.5.
1.5.
Multiplied by 8.
Multiplied by 8. and then you're going to get an answer here. Let's check if the calculator is working. 8 multiplied by 1.5.
This one, the calculator won't function on this one. Says non-disjunction error.
Okay.
This one is an error, you guys. I apologize, chat. I can't do it on my own. But then it's 10.
Is the answer 10?
Yeah, it's 10.
Okay. So you get the lower boundary as what? As 10.
It's 10.
Sharp, no? So we are going to put it in your number line. On your number line, you're going to say, okay, the lowest thing that I can have is 10. Sharp. Number line.
Yeah, number line.
10 on the lower boundary.
Yeah.
So you can call that LB. Then let's have the upper boundary, which is going to be RUP, University of Pretoria.
Yeah, UP.
Yeah.
I don't want the declines, yes.
Okay. So you are going to
UP is equal to
yeah,
Q3, which is 30
30
minus 1.
plus we're adding.
Oh, plus.
Upper value we're adding, yeah.
Plus 1.5
1.5
multiplied by 8.
8, which is the IQR, okay?
Yeah.
Calculator?
Non-disjunction. Okay. It's 30
Yeah.
plus 1.5 multiplied by open bracket 8. 42.
We get 42. So they are saying the highest value that you can have is 42 for this data. No?
Yeah, this also got links with UP. UP needs higher APS score.
Okay, so now we are going to have 42.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we have lower boundary 10, upper boundary 14. 42. Sorry about that. Okay, now I gave you two values that you need to check. You're going to check if they fall within, like are they inside the number line or they're outside the number line.
Yeah.
If it falls inside the number line, it's fine. It's not an outline. But if it falls outside, it's an outline. Let's start by 7. I gave you what, 7?
7.
Now, where would you find 7 in the number line? Do you find it like before 10 or after 10?
Before 10.
Before 10. So it's outside. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not inside. So it's an outline.
It's an outline.
Yeah.
Outsider.
It's an outside, yeah.
Hey, lang. Hey, can our house out written? Okay, it's O.
Yeah, it's O-U-T.
O-U-T.
Yeah.
Outlier.
And then it's L, yeah.
L-I-E-R.
Outlier.
Outlier. So then we have 120 now.
Yeah. Check 120. Does it lie before 42 or after 42?
After 42.
Yeah, so that is outside. Okay, so we're going to call it what?
An outline.
Outline. So 42 now is also what? An outline. Now, just check on the chat if there's anything that they don't understand so that I can pause and try to recap.
No question on the chat. Seems like the chat is still fine.
It's still quiet.
Yeah, it's still quiet. It's chow in this one.
All right. We are going to then go to the example that we have. I agree we're just laying everything here to say, well, this is what we're going to be doing. And then you said on the objectives.
Yeah.
Okay. You said on your objectives, we are going to do what? Can you just recap? What is it that we're doing today?
Okay, so that means we must go back to our objective. Let's
Okay,
check our
yeah.
objective. That means it's the, what is it, Can? It's the document. What's the name of the document? Do you remember the name of the document?
It's outliers. Yeah, just do outliers. That's outliers.
Okay, let's go to the document. Like, okay, say has the proper memory of it. Says, okay, it's the curriculum again. The curriculum says you should like outcome, you should know the outliers, percentiles, and comparing data distribution.
Sure.
So then we calculate the lower boundaries.
Sure.
Calculating the lower boundaries, which was Q1 minus 1.5 multiplied by QR, and the upper boundary, which was Q3 plus 1.5 multiplied by QR.
Sure.
To identify the outliers.
Sure.
And then now we should determine the percentiles and interquartile range to compare two data sets.
Okay. So this is what we are supposed to be doing today. Now we're starting with the first part of this thing, which is determining if something is an outlier or not an outlier. Before we go to the percentiles. It's fine, Musaka.
Yep.
Okay, let's go to the example that we have for our for activity for today. Says example.
Okay, let's go to our example, which is the I do.
Yeah, this is what I'm going to be doing.
Okay, so an example is an example problem. An ordered sample of 12 test scores. This one's starting to get personal. This one's starting to get personal.
Yeah.
Okay, so then the test scores is 15, 42. Which subject do you think is this one? If you
Continue, I'll tell you.
15,
Yeah.
42,
Yeah.
45,
Yeah.
48,
Yeah.
52,
Yeah.
55, 58, 62, 65, 70, 72, 98. Damn.
It's life sciences, this one.
This one's life sciences.
Yeah, I think it's life science or home language, this one. It's straightforward. You see, all the learners, they got up above 40, so they've passed these learners.
Okay, that means the only one. This is the only one who failed.
Yeah,
This the only
yeah,
one who failed.
yeah, you know that one learner, man. Hey. You don't want to be that one learner, church, nah?
Yeah.
There's always that one learner in class, which doesn't matter how simple the test is. You can give them even the solution and say, let's write this test. And it's just allergic to passing.
Oh, he's.
Yeah, this one is a he.
Okay, Chad, they're saying more like males don't do anything, like we don't cooperate.
It's a he, that's one. Okay.
Okay, this was our data.
Yeah.
So then after our data says, identify if 15 or 98 are mathematical outliers.
Okay. So equation learner, guys, it's not going to have that much marks. It's going to be 2 marks, 4 marks at most. The tricky part is that, remember, before you determine if something is an outlier in it, it's going to be something that you are going to be doing, like going to ask you about interquartile range. So they're going to be preparing you before they just ask you about outliers.
Yeah.
And then it's not easy for you just to look at data and say, this one is an outlier.
Yeah.
So you need to use the formula so that you can determine. Sometimes you can guess, you can be lucky and look at the data and say, but this one, it looks to be far from everyone else. Like the 15, the 15 you can suspect with, but everyone passed. There's this person. They are just saying, and I'm not interested. And easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then now.
So we need Q1, we need Q3. Okay? But before we can go to Q1 and Q3, we need Q2.
Yeah.
Because it's the gate. Now, let's just remind each other. What is it that we need to do before we can get quartiles? Let's check if you were listening yesterday.
Okay, yesterday. Based on yesterday and the day before yesterday,
Yeah.
we must check if our data is in ascending order.
Yeah, it's ordered. Ne?
Yeah.
And then in the statement, they already said
It's an ordered sample.
It's an ordered sample. Ne? Yeah. So we're dealing with an ordered sample. So we're skipping step 1. Ne?
Okay.
We're going to step 2. Step 2, what is it that we're going to do it?
Okay, on step 2, we are gonna what was this one? Oh, count if our data is odd or even.
Yeah, so we're going to check if we have an odd data set or an even data set. Okay?
Yeah.
Let's go and check now if we have an odd or even data set.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Okay. But they already told us this is data is 12. Ne?
Yeah.
But just to be sure, we're just checking. So is Q2 going to be part of the data or is not going to be part of the data?
If this thing is even, that means Q2 is not going to be part of the
It's
data.
not part of the data and not part. Okay. So it means you are not going to have one for sure in other ways.
Yeah.
When you do our beginning and end,
Yeah.
you're not going to have anyone for sure or it. You can get an idea then.
Yeah.
Now, what is step 3?
Step 3 is by, okay, are we cancelling?
Yeah, we're cancelling, yeah.
So then we're going to have 15.
Which goes with 90.
Goes with 98.
Okay.
Okay, that means the highest learner goes with the lowest
Yeah,
learner.
yeah.
Okay, then I have 42 and 72.
Yeah,
Then we're going to have 45,
yeah.
70. Then we're going to have 48, 65. Let me look for another color.
Yeah, these are the last 2 people.
Okay, so then we're going to have 52 with 62. Hey, 52 goes with 62. Oh, that's us. Okay, so then we're going to have 55,
55
and 58.
and 58.
Yeah,
Okay.
this one, get the last 2 ones.
Okay. 55 and
58.
58. Okay. Now remember the 2, because there's no one for sure, we're going to take the last 2 people and then we're going to divide them by what? By 2.
The 2.
And then you said to me yesterday, why I said we divide by 2, you remember?
Yeah.
Okay. Why do we divide by 2? Let me ask you today.
Because we're adding two numbers.
2 numbers, okay. So we have 55
Plus 58
plus 58
all over 2.
all over 2. And we're supposed to get an answer. Should I use my calculator or you are going to do it?
Let me use my calculator.
Okay.
This one, my chow.
Yeah, because you are going to have 55 plus 58 is giving you 113 again.
Yeah.
And you need to divide 113 by 2. So it's going to give you something like
56.
57.5.
56.5.
56 oh yeah, 56.5. Yeah, you're correct. 56.5. Okay.
Which is our Q2.
My calculator is malfunctioning, guys.
Oh, let's all come back. Magnificent. She's back again.
Okay.
Is it a she? It's a she, Miss. Magnificent.
It's a he.
It's a he. Magnificent. A he. A she. What are the odds that it's a he? It's a she.
I don't know, Mara. I know our magnificent, they usually magnifying.
Oh, magnificent! Can you please comment in the comment section and tell us if you are a he or a she?
Oh, you are them.
Them.
Yes. You are not a he, you are not a she. You are they.
You are they. Okay, you are they. Okay, fair enough. Now we are going to move to the second step. So on count. I don't know if you do remember yesterday they said if our Q2 is not part of the data, that means you're gonna start where we lastly cancelled. We're gonna end where we lastly cancelled most.
Yeah, I get now we're going to say between 55 and 58, we are just going to draw a line, just draw a line there.
Yeah.
To say this is Q2.
Yeah.
Now we are going to check your data, which, okay, how many values do you have before Q2? How many values do you have after Q2? They should be equal. If they are not equal, you make a mistake. That one.
Okay.
Let's count.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Sure.
The 6.
So it's 6, 6, so
Yeah.
it's fine. Now you are going to divide then this part, the lower part. Then you need to get Q1. You get it from the what? From the concentrating on the 6 values. One. And then you can already see it because it's even. It means good Q1 is not going to be part of the data.
Yeah. That means Q1 is gonna be in between 45 and 48.
Yeah, you can check it.
Yeah.
So you have check.
Yeah, it's between 45 and 48. Okay. We have 52. We have 15 that goes with 55.
Yeah.
And then we have 42 which goes with 52. We have 45 that goes with 48. It's between 45 and 48.
Okay, you can do it then.
So then we're gonna have Q1, which is equal to 45 plus 48 all over 2.
All over 2, yeah. We get 46,5.
46,5.
Yeah.
Okay, you already did it in your calculator. Let me do it in my calculator. 45 plus 48 all over 2.
I'm extrapolating. Using what actually this one is similar to the one that we're doing. The only difference is that the other one was 50, the other one was 41.
Okay. So then
the other one gives us 56,5. So this one is supposed to give us 46,5.
Okay, that's 46,5.
Yes, extrapolation.
46,5. Okay. So now you're looking for Q3. When you're looking for a Q3, we're gonna do the same thing. So like 58 goes with 98, 62 goes with 72,
yeah,
65 goes with 70. It's gonna be in between 65 and 70.
5 and 70, yeah.
So in Q3, it's equivalent to 65,
yeah,
plus 72,
72 or 70.
7 or 70, 70.
7 or 72, just double check.
It's 70.
Okay.
All over 2.
So you get 135 divided by 2.
135.
Yeah, it's 135. The one on top.
Okay.
It's 135. Then we just have to divide that by 2.
Okay, dividing it by 2. It's 7. Is it? Oh yeah, 70, 70. Almost say 72. Okay, it's 67.5.
67.5. Okay, yeah, okay. It makes sense. Yeah, 67.5.
Yep.
67. So you write it Q3, it's 67.5.
Yes.
Okay, now you have Q1, you have Q3. You can move to the next step then. Get the IQR then.
Okay, so then let's calculate the IQR. We're going to capture the formula of calculating the IQR, which is IQR is equal to Q3 minus Q1 again.
Yeah.
So then our Q3 is 67.5.
Yeah.
67.5
Yeah.
minus 56.5. On this one, I'm going to take advantage of Sunday, 5. I do know what 5 and 5 are going to cancel each other. That's my advantage. That's my advantage, Shed.
Yeah.
I don't know, yeah, but then I'm correct.
So you have 67?
I have 67.
Yeah, minus. I know you said the 5 with 5 is 5. We don't concentrate on that.
Yeah.
67 minus
67 minus 56.
Yeah.
It's 11.
It's 11.
It's 11. So then we got our IQR, it's 11.
Yeah.
Now,
yeah.
So then the next thing, just because we are determining the outliers,
yeah.
So that means you have to recapitulate the formulas of the outliers.
Yeah. So we're going to say LB,
which is the lower boundary.
Yeah.
So then our lower boundary
is given by
LB.
Yeah.
It's given by Q1 minus, by which our Q1 is
0.5
56.5 minus what's the formula? 1,5
multiplied by 11.
1,5 multiplied by 11. The 11 is the IQ1.
Yeah.
Which the lower bound is gonna be okay. Let me check. 56.5 minus 1.5 multiplied by 11. The lower bound is 40.
Okay.
Now we're gonna find the upper bound,
Yeah.
which is UP, University of Pretoria. We're gonna have 67.5 minus
Plus.
Oh, this one is a plus. How did I get this thing of minus 1,5 multiplied by 11? Okay, so then putting it in our calculator. I thought you were gonna put it in your calculator first.
Oh no, like my calculator is malfunctioning today.
Okay, it's gone.
Yeah.
Okay, so then let's put it on our calculator. We're gonna have it's 67.5 plus 1.5 multiplied by 11. It's 84.
Yeah.
UP is equal to 84.
Okay.
So then we found the lower boundary
And the upper
and
boundary.
the upper
And then we
boundary.
put them in a number line.
Yeah, now we need the number line. Okay, this one, my examiner penalized me some last time for not drawing to scale, so I'm gonna use a straight thingy.
Okay, this number line thing, it's not necessary to say you need the number line. It's just to say to show learners to say what this thing here, basically how do you know what it lies before or after. So they're not going to penalize you necessarily because we are not drawing it like to scale. When we just have to say, okay, I'm looking for values that are
So then we have our lower boundary. Our lower boundary was 40,
yeah.
which is 40, and then we have our upper value, our upper boundary, which is 84. So then, chat, we're gonna go back to the thingy where our question, they said we should identify if 15 or 98 are mathematically outliers. Okay?
Yeah.
So then let's check. Is 15 appearing before or after 40? 15, 20.
The
Which
boy
means,
who got 15 years.
yeah, the boy who got 15 doesn't appear on our outline.
It doesn't appear. No?
Yeah, that means he broke record, this guy.
Yeah.
Okay, 15. Shall I write the conclusion?
Yeah. 15 is an outlier. Is a mathematical outlier. You can say
15
15 is a mathematical
is
outlier. Mathematical outlier.
Mathematical
Outlier.
outlier.
Let's check the hair.
The
hair who got 98. Which
why is Mr. Shaw this person? It's a he. It's a he. It's a he. No, it's a C. It's a he. Magnificent. It's a he. It's a he. Yes.
Okay.
So we're gonna check if 98 appears after 84 or before 84. This person broke a record. It's like she's closer. No, they are closer to 100. I'm not gonna say she's.
She almost got 100%.
He always got 90%, 100%. He.
Okay.
98
is also a mathematical outlier.
is mathematical
Outlier.
Outlier.
Sure.
Okay, so then this is our answer. This is therefore the feeling of a therefore. Said, do you know the feeling of a therefore? This one is the feeling of a therefore. Yeah. And I'm currently positive that my king guideline is going to give me my deserved marks on this one.
Okay. So we are going to take this and put it in our senior marker. Now, guys, can you please suggest the time that we can use tomorrow? Tomorrow we're doing exam questions for statistics. Remember, we didn't start in the beginning, so tomorrow we're going to try to do the exam questions on statistics for grade 10. So just suggest the correct time because we're using 12 o'clock, but since it's Saturday tomorrow, if you can come up with a better time that we can use for Saturday, we'll be more than willing to listen.
Magnificent, you can tell us there. Throw your comments, blah. We are willing to listen. Let's play our song and put it on our Gemini.
Okay.
Welcome to the Daily Dose of Mathematics. Daily Dose. Ready to master grade 10 outliers and data comparisons. We are breaking down the formula they hide from you. It's not on the formula sheet, so let's make it stick. Make it stick. La la la, what is an outlier? Standing all alone. Standing all alone. A number too big or too small for the zone. Small for the zone. Iacocqui formula sheet. You gotta use your mind. Use your mind. First, calculate the IKHAR. Leave nothing behind. Nothing behind. Q3 minus Q1. Get the middle spread. Now multiply by 1.5. Keep it in your head. In your head. Lower fence Q1 minus 1.5 times IKHAR. Fancy. Minus once Q3 plus 1.5 IKHAR. If the number is above this, it's an outlier. It's an outlier. Set up the fences. Look at the data flow. Data flow. Outside the boundaries is where the outliers go. Let's compare the distributions. Look at the spread. Look at the spread. An outlier pulls the mean, messing with your head. But the median stays strong. It doesn't really shift. Doesn't really shift. Doesn't really shift. That's why we use the fences to catch the data drift. Calculate the distance, build the E to get the answer right. Calculate the IKHAR. Q3 minus Q1. Multiply the spread times upper wall. Add it to Q. Lower fence Q1 minus 1.5 times IKHAR. Fancy. Minus 1.5 times IKHAR. If the number is below this, it's an outlier. It's an outlier. Upper fence Q3 plus 1.5 IKHAR. If the number is above this, it's an outlier. It's an outlier. 1.5 times IKHAR. Build the fence. Check the minimum. Check the maximum. Sharp. Welcome to the Daily Dose of Mathematics. Daily Dose. Ready to master grade 10 outliers and data comparisons. Data comparisons. We are breaking down the formula they hide from you. Hide from you. It's not on the formula sheet, so let's make it stick. Make it stick. La la la, what is an outlier? Standing all alone. Standing all alone. A number too big or too small for the zone. Small for the zone. Iacocqui formula sheet. You gotta use your mind. Use your mind. First, calculate the IKHAR. Leave nothing behind. Nothing behind. Q3 minus Q1. Get the middle spread. Now multiply by 1.5. Keep it in your head. In your head. Lower fence Q1 minus 1.5 times IKHAR. Fancy. Minus 1.5 times IKHAR. If the number is below this, it's an outlier. It's an outlier. Upper fence Q3 plus 1.5 IKHAR. If the number is above this, it's an outlier. It's an outlier. Set up the fences. Look at the data flow. Data flow. Outside the boundaries is where the outliers go. Let's compare the distributions. Look at the spread. Look at the spread. An outlier pulls the mean, messing with your head. But the median stays strong. It doesn't really shift. Doesn't really shift. Doesn't really shift. That's why we use the fences to catch the data drift. Calculate the distance, build the walls tight. Build the walls tight. 1.5 is the magic key to get the answer right. Calculate the IKHAR. Q3 minus Q1. Multiply the spread times 1.5. Build the lower wall. Subtract from Q1, build the upper wall. Add it to Q. Lower fence Q1 minus 1.5 times IKHAR. Fancy. Minus 1. like a heart. Build the fence. Check the minimum. Check the maximum.
Can we listen to the
Sharp.
marker? It's still busy.
It's done.
Okay.
Marking
Let's see how
breakdown.
it
Quartile calculations.
Bad.
Quoted line. Q2 equals 55 plus 58. 2 equals 56. 5. Correct. A. 1 mark. N equals 12. Median is the average of 6th and 7th terms. Quoted line. Q1 equals 45 plus 48. 2 equals 46. 5. Correct. A. 1 mark. Lower 6 terms. 15, 42, 45, 48, 52, 55. Implies, frac, 45 plus 48, 2, equals 46, 5. Quoted line. Q3 equals 65 plus 70, 2 equals 67, 5. Correct. A. 1 mark. Upper 6 terms. 58, 62, 65, 70, 72, 98. Implies, frac, 65 plus 70, 2, equals 67, 5. Interquartile range. Text, IQR. Quoted line. IQR equals Q3 Q1 equals 67, 5 to 56, 5 equals 11. Incorrect. M. 0 marks. Error identification. You substituted Q underscore 2 equals 56, 5 instead of your calculated Q underscore 1 equals 46, 5. Correct substitution. Text, IQR, equals 67, 5 to 46, 5 equals 21. Outlier boundaries and conclusion. Quoted lines. LB equals 56.5 to 1, 5, 11, equals 40 and UB equals 67, 5 plus 1, 5, 11, equals 84. Incorrect. CA. 0 marks. Error identification. The lower boundary formula uses Q underscore 1, but you substituted Q underscore 2 equals 56, 5. Additionally, because your text IQR value was incorrect, both boundary calculations and your final conclusions about 15 and 98 were impacted. Socratic correction. Now that your quartiles, Q underscore 1 equals 46, 5 and Q underscore 3 equals 67, 5, are locked in. What is the value of text IQR equals Q underscore 3 Q underscore 1 when using Q underscore 1 equals 46, 5? Substitute Q underscore 1 equals 46, 5 and your new text IQR into the lower bound formula. What are the correct upper and lower fences, and do 15 or 98 actually fall outside them? Coach's summary. What you did well. Your method for finding Q underscore 1, Q underscore 2, and Q underscore 3 by splitting the dataset into upper and lower halves was 100% accurate. Actionable tip for exam readiness. Take extra care when copying values from one column of your working to the next. Substituting Q underscore 2 where Q underscore 1 belonged was the single slip that cascaded through the rest of your calculations.
Alright guys, as you can see, yeah, it's E2 guys, we know. So E2, what happened?
I substituted a wrong thing. I used Q2 instead of Q1.
Okay, there is now guys, as you can see, why are we using it on a senior marker? As teachers, we can also make mistakes. So we're trying to catch those mistakes so that they are not affecting you as learners when you go to your final examination. So this happens to even teachers. Like as you saw, E2 substituted wrong. So now we're going to do the right thing, E2. Let's go and find out doing the right thing. Instead of using Q2. So when I said Q3 minus Q2.
Yeah, firstly I said Q3 minus Q2 and then I substituted wrongly. It gave me a wrong thing. But then calculating the other one, I did correct. So I don't know what was happening to me.
Okay.
So then it was like, okay,
we know what is Q1 again. Let's recap. Let's write the Q1. Maybe it's a skill that we need to have. Before we calculate the IQR, we should just write them on top. Q1. Okay. So we make a mistake if we don't put them there.
Don't want to make another mistake.
Yeah.
Because the IQR.
Yeah, but let's start with Q1. Let's collect the data. Okay, you can start with the formula. What does the formula say?
IQR is equal to Q3 minus Q1.
Okay. So you need Q1 and Q3.
Yeah.
Collect your data then. Start with Q1.
Okay, so then Q1 is 46.5.
46.5, okay.
Q3 is 67.5.
67.5, okay.
So I'm gonna do the right thing, substitute correctly.
Okay.
We have 67.5, which is Q3, minus 46.5,
Yeah.
which is Q1.
Yeah.
By which our answer is gonna be
21.
21, is it?
I can check it now.
67.5 minus 46.5. Yeah, it's 21. 21. Okay.
Now we are looking for LB.
Now I'm looking for LB, which is
Sounds
the
as if we're saying life back. LB.
lower boundary. Lower boundary is gonna be is Q1 minus 1,5 multiplied by IQR,
Sure.
by which our Q1 is 46.
Oh, but when you substitute that, when you substitute correct, the Q1.
Hey, when I substituted the Q1, I substituted
Oh, the only thing that
correct.
you did wrong is the IQR.
Yeah, the IQR. Finding the IQR, yes, it charged me. Helped me. So then it's 46.5 minus 1.5 multiplied by 21.
Yeah.
By which the lower boundary it's gonna be okay. So let me put it in my calculator. I wanna be in a safer side.
Yeah.
46.5. 46. Our 6 is not, it doesn't wanna be pressed. 46.5 minus 1.5 multiplied by 21. The answer is 15.
Okay.
So now our lower boundary is 15.
Okay.
Now we're looking for the upper boundary.
Right.
Upper boundary is 67.5 plus 1.5 multiplied by 21. Which our boundary is gonna be, let me punch it on the calculator. Don't want to do a mistake now. So then we're gonna have 67.5 plus 1.5 multiplied by 21. The answer is 99.
Okay.
So then our the lower boundary is 15 again.
Yeah.
And then the upper boundary is 99.
Yeah.
So then now we're gonna check if 15 and 98 are the outliers. Let's start with 15. 15 is on 15 straight.
It's on the fence.
Yeah.
So it's on the fence, okay? So it's not an outlier.
So then therefore
it's not a good question. This one, they are supposed to be clear to say which is inside or is outside the fence. So this one is on the fence. If someone is inside, it's just inside the, it's just in the fence.
it's not an outlier.
Okay.
That means what's in.
Okay.
So we're gonna check 98. 98 is inside.
It's inside.
Yeah,
it's clear that one.
Yeah, it's clear.
Yeah.
And then again,
Not an outlier.
98 is not an outlier.
Okay. We double check this one of a fence with our senior marker.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I've never seen a question whereby we straight with the fence. I know which inside or outside. That's how the marking guidelines markers do. Okay.
They love complicating things so we don't.
So that you question the things.
Yeah, I question myself. Okay, so then let me do the thingy. Copy
Song.
it, and then you're gonna play the song.
Yeah, you can just check on the comments if there's anyone who's winning on the question that I give.
So far the chat is not commenting.
Okay. They're still magnificent.
Yeah, still magnificent. And then on our YouTube we have someone. I don't know who it is, but then we welcome you. Welcome chat. And also welcome magnificent. Let's play our song.
Welcome to the Daily Dose of Mathematics. Daily Dose. Ready to master grade 10 outliers and data comparisons. We are breaking down the formula they hide from you. It's not on the formula sheet, so let's make it stick. La la la, what is an outlier? Standing all alone. A number too big or too small for the zone. Ayakokwi formula sheet.
Marking
You
breakdown.
gotta use your
Quartile calculations. Quoted line. Q1 equals 45 plus 48. 2 equals 46, 5. Correct. A. 1 mark. Quoted line. Q3 equals 65 plus 70, 2 equals 67, 5. Correct. A. 1 mark. Interquartile range. Text, IQR. Quoted line. IQR equals Q3 Q1 equals 67, 5 to 46, 5 equals 21. Correct. M. 1 mark for substitution. A. 1 mark for correct value, 21. Outlier fences and conclusion. Quoted line. LB equals 46, 5 to 1, 5, 21, equals 15. Correct. M. 1 mark for substitution. A. 1 mark for evaluation. Quoted line. UB equals 67, 5 plus 1, 5, 21, equals 99. Correct. M. 1 mark for substitution. A. 1 mark for evaluation. Quoted line. Therefore 15 is not an outlier and therefore 98 is not an outlier. Correct. A. 2 marks. 1 mark for each correct, logically justified conclusion. Coach's summary. What you did well. Flawless execution. You corrected every step, performed accurate calculations for both lower and upper fences, and stated the final conclusions clearly based on boundary conditions. Actionable tip for exam readiness. When writing your final conclusion in an exam, add a brief comparative line like 15, GE 15 and 98, La 99 inches or both fall within 15, 99, to explicitly show the examiner why they aren't outliers.
Okay, guys, we're moving on. Let's check. Did we get anyone who was brave enough? You?
No one was brave.
No one was brave. Okay. So let's try to get the corrections now. How many minutes do we still have before we get to our next class? You do?
12.
We have 12 minutes. Okay, guys, we will try to start on the percentiles tomorrow before we go to the exam questions. Since tomorrow is Saturday, we can extend the lesson, make it try to be 2 hours now. So we'll see how does it go. So we have the activity. What would they say? What were they supposed to do?
On the activity, they do the data set, which is A. The data set A.
Yeah.
It's 10, 22, 25 continuous.
Okay.
They say we shall calculate the Q1 and the Q1, Q3 and the IQR.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
that's the first question.
That's the first question. Okay, so let's check the data. They said it's an odd uneven data. What did they say?
Where?
Like read the statement. Like we want to understand something before we can calculate Q1, Q2, and Q3. Remember there are certain steps that you need to go through. Read the statement. What does it say?
Statement just says, okay, let me read it correctly.
Okay.
Says problem 1, which is data A. And it's 10, it's 20, it's 25, it's 28, it's 30, 32, 35, 38, 40, and 75.
Okay.
So then let me count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's 10, so then it's even.
Okay. So we're supposed to calculate Q1,
Q3,
Q2, and Q3.
Oh, this one says we should calculate
Q1 and
Q1
Q3. Yeah.
And
But
Q1, Q3, and interquartile range.
and interquartile range. Remember, we can't go to Q1 and Q2 without Q2. The way we're doing it,
Yeah.
So that's where we're going to start. Now, by now, guys, if you're with us, you know the steps. Let's just quickly go through the steps. What is the first thing that we need to do before we calculate the quartiles?
We need to check if our data is in ascending order.
It's ordered, no? Is it ordered?
That's ordered.
Okay, sharp. Check that one. Number 2. What is it that we're going to check?
We're going to check if the data is even or odd.
Okay, we already know that. We got n as 10.
Yeah.
Is 10 an even or odd number?
It's even.
It's even. So our Q2 is going to be part or not part of the data?
It's going to not be part of the data.
It's not going to be part of the data. Okay, Q2 not part. No? Okay, let's go and get Q2 then.
Okay, so then let's find Q2. Let's go back to our smart notebook. Prefer doing it on my smart notebook. Okay, so then we're gonna do the cancelling process.
Yeah.
So then cancel. We're gonna have 10. That goes with 75.
Okay.
Then we have I did the wrong thing. I did the wrong thing. I said 20 instead of 45. We have 10
Mm.
that goes with 75, and then we have 22 that goes with 14. We have 25 that goes with 35. We have 28 that goes with 35. And
So
then
these are the last two people, ne?
we have
remaining.
30 that goes with 32.
These are the last two, ne?
Yeah, they're the last two.
Okay. So this is going to be our Q2, ne?
Okay.
It's going to be 31, the answer is 30 plus 32, ne? Divided by 2.
Our Q2 is equal to 30.
31.
30 plus 32. Oh, I'm doing it practical.
Okay.
All over 2, which is equal to
31.
31.
We get 62. 62 divided by 2, that's 31, ne?
Yeah.
Okay. Calculator is back, it's functioning now.
Yeah. We have Q1.
We have Q2, this one is Q2.
Yeah. Now
Now
we're
we're
going to
looking
look
for
for
yeah.
Q1.
Now look at the data first. Which is it divided correctly again? Do we have the same value as before and after the Q2? Check.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah.
Okay. For the lower boundary, you have 5 values again.
Yeah.
Is that an odd or even number?
It's an odd number.
So what do you think? Q2, is it going to be part of the data or not part of the data?
Q1 is going to be part of the data.
Going to be part of the data. Okay, let's do it. So it's going to be 1 for solar again. Okay.
So then we're going to have 10
Yeah.
that goes with 30.
Yeah.
We're going to have 22 that goes with 28.
Yeah.
Then we have our 1 for solar, which is 25.
Okay.
So
Right.
that means our Q1 is 25.
Q1 is 25. I'm awake now. I'm not going to allow you to make the same mistake. I was sleeping that time. Okay. Let's go to the upper part.
So then the upper part, we're going to have 32
32.
goes with 75. Then we have 35 goes with 40. Then we have 1 for solar, which is 38.
38 is 1 for solar. It's Q3, no?
Yeah.
So we got our Q1 and Q3 again. Sure. Next, we need IQR.
The I, Q, R is equal to Q3
Yeah.
minus Q1.
Yeah. Good practice before you substitute. What is Q1? So that you don't make a mistake. Because you already calculated Q2, remember?
Q1 is 25.
Okay.
And then Q3 is 88.
Huh?
Yeah, where did I get the 88 running?
You're supposed to divide by 2. Did you divide by 2 there? It was 38, the one.
It was 38.
Yeah.
And I said 88.
Hey, I want to eat you guys. If I was sleeping, he was going to put us in the.
It is sleepy. So then our Q3 is 38. And then our Q1 is 25. And we have 38 minus 25.
25.
Yes, 25.
Okay.
38 minus 25.
Huh? 13.
I said plus on the calculator. Let me do the right thing.
You eat, you guys.
Yeah, it's 30.
Okay. Our IQR is 13.
Yeah.
Okay. Guys, please just comment if you see it doing a mistakes. Yeah.
Okay, so then the second one says we determine if 10 and 75 are outliers in problem 1.
So let's get the LB.
Okay. This is our lower boundary.
Left back, yeah.
Left back.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then our lower boundary is Q1 minus 1.5 multiplied by IQR, by which is Q1 is 25. We have 25 minus 1.5 open bracket IQR, by which our IQR we found it as 13, by which the answer is, put it on my calculator, don't wanna be here. As long as my brain is malfunctioning, that means my calculator can malfunction. Error minus 1.5 multiplied by 30, by which the answer is 5.5.
Okay, put by 5.5.
5.5, and then we're gonna have the upper boundary.
Yeah.
Upper boundary is gonna be Q3 plus 1.5 multiplied by IQR, and then we're gonna have Q3. Q3 is 38.
38.
38 plus 1.5 multiplied by IQR, which is 13. I'll put it on my calculator. We have 57.
Now you have the LB, you also have the
UB, which is UP.
okay.
Then after we're gonna draw our timeline.
Our number line, yeah.
Number line.
We were in financial maths, we want timelines. Love man, yeah.
Love man. Man is loved by anyone. Magnificent can say that also. We have our 5.5 here.
Yeah.
And then here we have our 57.5. So then we're checking if 10 and 75 are outliers. So then 10 falls after 55.5.
Okay.
That means therefore
It's inside.
yeah, it's inside.
It's within.
It's within.
Okay.
Therefore 10
No outlier.
is not an outlier. Not an outlier.
Yeah.
And then 75 lies after 57.5.
Yeah.
Then 57.5 is an outlier.
Yeah.
It's an outlier. I'm gonna take an advice from our marking audit today is that we should do this thing. Be like a bracket of
Bracket of?
this is the thing. I'm gonna do it with the thingy. 5.5.
Yeah.
5.5 is less than.
Or the lower bound.
Yeah, it's less than.
Okay. The lower bound.
The lower bound is 10. And then
5.5 is low. Okay, you say 5.5 is less than 10.
yeah,
Okay, so it's not an outlier.
yeah,
Okay, then or you will say okay, you say the other one is bigger than the upper 42 is bigger than, or the 178 is bigger than
okay. I'm gonna say we have okay
78.
75.
75. Okay,
75
it's bigger than.
is greater than 57.
Okay, I guess it is learning, guys. Yeah.
Learning something. I'm learning something.
Yeah.
So we are moving to the next question. Our next question says our problem 3. Problem 3 says data set B has median of 50. Hey, median. Did we talk about median?
The median. Yeah, okay. Okay, but let's do this. We are going to give you this one, guys, as a homework, no? For those who are available today. So we are going to check the outlier on your own here because time is no longer on our side. So we're going to take the solution, put it on senior marker. Because you know E2, guys. You know E2. Like, we can't trust it. So we're going to put it in the senior marker. When we put it in the senior marker, we are going to see each other tomorrow, no? And at same time, same place. If you give us a different time, we'll try to adjust for that. But for tomorrow, the time is still 3 o'clock. No?
Yeah.
And then we have classes from Monday till Saturday, no? For grade 10s. Tell your friends. E2, let's play the song. Goodbye.
Welcome to the Daily Dose of Mathematics. Daily Dose. Ready to master grade 10 outliers and data comparisons. We are breaking down the formula they hide from you. It's not on the formula sheet, so let's make it stick. La la la, what is an outlier? Standing all alone. A number too big or too small for the zone. Ayikoqui formula sheet. You gotta use your mind. First, calculate the IQR. Leave nothing behind. Q3 minus Q1, get the middle spread. Now multiply by 1.5, keep it in your head. Lower fence, Q1 minus 1.5 times IQR. Minus 1.5 times IQR. If the number is below this, it's an outlier. Upper fence, Q3 plus 1.5 IQR. If the number is above this, it's an outlier. Set up the fences, look at the data flow. Out messing with your head. But the median stays strong, it doesn't really shift. Doesn't really shift. Doesn't really shift. That's why we use the fences to catch the data drift. Calculate the distance, build the walls tight. Build the walls tight. 1.5 is the magic key to get the answer right. The answer right. Calculate the IQR. Q3 minus Q1. Multiply the spread times 1.5. Build the lower wall. Subtract from Q1, build the upper wall. Add it to Q. Lower fence, Q1 minus 1.5 times IQR. Minus 1.5 times IQR. If the number is below this, it's an outlier. It's an outlier. Upper fence, Q3 plus 1.5 IQR. If the number is
Marking
above this,
breakdown.
it's an outlier.
Problem 1.
It's an outlier.
Quartiles and IQR. Quoted lines. Q1 equals 25. Q3 equals 38. IQR equals Q3 Q1 equals 38 minus 25 equals 13. Correct. A. 3 marks 1 mark for Q underscore 1 equals 25. 1 mark for Q underscore 3 equals 38. 1 mark for text IQR equals 13. Problem 2. Outlier calculations and conclusions. Quoted lines. LB equals Q1 to 1, 5, IQR equals 25 to 1, 5, 13, equals 5, 5. UB equals Q3 plus 1, 5, IQR equals 38 plus 1, 5, 13, equals 57, 5. Correct. M. 2 marks for substitution. A. 2 marks for calculation. Text LB equals 5, 5 and text UB equals 57, 5. Quoted lines, conclusions and justifications, 75 greater than 57, 5. Therefore 10 is not an outlier. Therefore 75 is an outlier. Correct. A. 2 marks 1 mark. Correct conclusion that 10 is not an outlier. Since 10 greater than 5, 5, it lies inside the lower fence. 1 mark. Correct conclusion and logical justification that 75 is an outlier. Since 75 greater than 57, 5, it exceeds the upper fence. Coach's summary. What you did well. Excellent correction. You stated the comparison 75 greater than 57, 5 explicitly and correctly identified 75 as the mathematical outlier. Actionable tip for exam readiness. To make your working completely foolproof for final NSC examiners, add the comparative line for the lower bound as well. 10 greater than 5, 5, implies 10, text is not an outlier. This shows full justification for both endpoints.
See a bonga for pulling through the lesson. Hope you caught that daily dose of magic.